Last time we made a chart of all the notes on the guitar, but this time I want to show you how to start practically memorizing it, like muscle memory. So here's the exercise. Do this for each of the open string notes, E, A, D, G, and B, and then find them all in order as you scan across the fretboard, either up to 12th or from the 12th back to open. Just like the note chart, it's a lot better if you actually figure this out and write it out for yourself. But let's do a couple together. First, I'm going to find the E on each string by counting. And we get this. Let's take stock of the shapes that connect the notes to their neighbors. The first shape is the two E strings, both open and both 12. Then I call this the box shape because it's like the two corners of a square. And you can do open and second fret or 12 and 14. Another shape is this, from the first to the fourth strings, and it's sort of a bigger and backwards box shape. It's big because it's two strings between, and it sort of feels backwards because you have to reach more with your third finger. And so we kind of have all the shapes. The two outside strings are mirror images of each other, and the box shape, which is kind of a square, and the big backwards box, which is over two strings and backwards. From any note, we can sort of do either the box or the bigger backwards box shape. It's just that we only have the strings that we have. And sometimes we have to slightly modify the shape because there's that one place where we tune the strings to a different interval. So from this E, we try the box shape. But it sounds a little fishy. And when it sounds fishy, we'll add a fret to make it right. Then from there, we can't do the box shape up, but we can do the other bigger backwards box down. And we skip two strings, and it's kind of like the C's from a C chord. And it works. Here, we can do a box, so we try it, and it works. Now this E, we can go up a box shape, but it sounds a little fishy. And so we add a fret to fix it. We could just mirror image down to the sixth string, but we also have room to try the big backwards box down from the ninth fret of the G string. But it sounds wrong. And so add a fret in between. I'm being a little cheeky to just say add a fret because in the one case, it makes the resulting interval sound a half step bigger to get to an octave, and in the other, it makes it a half step smaller to get to an octave. But on the fretboard, in both cases, there's one more fret between, so it's a nice way to remember. There's three shapes, and for the ones that don't work, try expanding by one fret, and use your ear instead of just remembering. Plus, then you'll remember more easily anyway. Now let's do the A's together. So we find and play the note A on each string. Then we can plot them out and see the connecting shapes. The lowest on the neck is the open string. We go up the box shape. From there, we can go up the box again, but it sounds a little fishy, so we add a fret. We could also go down from this one, but it sounds a bit fishy too, so we add a fret. We also have the two outside mirror image strings. And then from here, we can go up the box shape. Or down from the high one using the big backwards box. Here we can go up the box, but we add a fret. Then we go down the big backwards box. And we've gotten back to the same place in the pattern as where we started. If you want to rip through it a little faster, I do it like this. Essentially, always the box shape. Except for the 2 E strings, I always do the high one first. On the way down, you reverse everything, so you play the low E first and go down the box shapes.